People look at us like we're crazy. Well, and it's from people that don't study history at all, but you're quick to believe that somebody that in the land of Israel who called themselves Jewish are the people. Well, even in the name Jewish, it's showing you that you're not really what you're proclaiming to be, correct? Because Jewish is a what? Ish is a what?
Religion.
No, just the term ish.
The suffix ish.
Oh, kind of.
Right, yeah, kind of. That's what ish means. Like, right, so like, if I go to my wife and I say you being childish, does that make her a child? No, she's displaying some of the characteristics that a child would do. So by saying I'm Jewish, I'm automatically saying that I'm displaying some of the characteristics that a Jew would do, but I'm not Jewish. So even in the own name itself, you're saying that you're not the real Jews. So when you start to read in the Bible that our forefathers have written with the Spirit of God on them, they leave us clues and they tell us that it's going to be a people in the earth saying they're the Jews, but they're not. So when my people bring this truth out, we're scoffed because of, well, y'all not, how can y'all be God's chosen people? It's right, because being black is has never been cool till like 3 weeks ago after they killed George Floyd. Now it's cool to be black.
Now Black Lives Matter.
I mean collectively around the world.
No, I mean, yeah.
Collectively around the world. So I mean, you're gonna call a spade a spade. It's not a hate campaign. It's truth. So if I'm dealing with truth, people kind of shy away from my people when we start talking about slavery. We'll automatically look at like the angry black man. But if you
without hearing you, without listening.
Yeah, without listening. Like even when people look at Stephen A. Jackson, they're like, man, he's just ain't. Not Stephen A. Smith from ESPN on Sports Center. He get to yelling and stuff, and they just be like, he the angry black dude. But like when Max Kellen does it, it's like, man, he's so full of passion, so full of life. Even when you look at Tom Brady and you look at what's the quarterback name for for the Browns.
I saw one with LeBron James and Drew Brees.
Yeah, when you look at that. So when you look at a black quarterback, when he's Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, even Kaepernick. Well, Baker Mayfield, he grabbed this junk and flipped the crowd off, right? They was just like, man, that guy, he's a fiery guy. He's so full of passion. But when Terrell Owens dumped popcorn in his mouth and stood in front of the star and did that, show some respect.
No, I agree.
Show some respect. You're being a hindrance to the game. Well, this one dude just grabbed his cock and flipped people off, and then the other dude just ate popcorn. Where's the lines drawn? And sometimes when people watch TV, they can't distinguish the two because you're being reported to on a situation. So your emotions and your feelings are being manipulated because somebody that's sitting in front of a camera is basically telling you how to feel. So when you see Drew Brees, oh man, that guy, he's full of passion. When you see LeBron James, shut up and dribble. Yeah, just shut up and dribble, man. What are you talking about?
And LeBron is such a great human being too.
Yeah, in a sense of contemporary thought of people, because we got a whole different notion of what good means.
I like LeBron.
The person behind the camera is the person that has so much more power.
Right, because they're telling you how to feel toward a situation.
The editor.
Right. So the same thing when it comes to my people. When you look at, I work downtown. I see the people who are riding and looting. A lot of them look like you.
People work too hard. You ain't gonna do it in front of me.
This is not a black woman who's putting Black Lives Matter. I just want you to know that right, but y'all doing that for us and we ain't asked you to do that. Listen, don't spray stuff on here when they gonna blame black people for this and black people didn't do it.
Don't push the game. Stop. It doesn't matter. Because listen, no.
We'll only do that shit.
No, but when you do that,
Don't spray on these people's buildings. That's not our message. We out here standing together peacefully, protesting without any problems. You got people of all races spraying on buildings talking about Black Lives Matter. That ain't even us. You got police officers coming to a peaceful protest spraying gas on us. We ain't even did nothing. Don't let the media fool you. When they see the vandalism on these places, know that it wasn't us.
But when they show it on TV, they just show my people. They show them running out with Nike boxes, and I'm just like, man, it's not true. It's people that look like me, look like you, and look like me.
I didn't know that.
Right. So when you look at it, it's like the news is reporting to you what they want you to see, and they're controlling your emotions. Well, the Bible calls that an unjust balance. The Bible calls that wicked. That's wicked. That's wicked. You're being wicked if you do that, because now you're controlling people or manipulating them to make them feel a certain way. So my people, when you look at the world, right, there ain't me a nation on the face of the earth that when you kill their people, they protest.
Say that again.
Name me a nation.
Even the Palestinians are fighting back against the
Name me a nation.
the Jews over there.
On the face of the earth, when their people are killed, they protest.
I mean, it'd be all of them, right?
No. Take 9/11 for instance. When 9/11 happened, I'm using air quotations for a reason. Because we all know that was an inside job. Let's be real. You play with Legos, you fly a plane into a building, it don't implode itself and fall straight to the ground. No, I don't think so.
No, they revealed that shape charges caused the foundations to be imploded like that. It was about getting insurance because the building was full of asbestos. And in order for them to renovate it, it would have cost more to renovate the building than to just destroy it and collect the insurance
Nobody
money.
wanted to buy
so they
the
made
building
$4 billion off
Right.
the.
And through
the
that, they could create a war where they could go take from another people
Right.
or impose themselves on another.
So when you look at that, when those white people died on that plane, did white Americans come out and say white lives matter, WLM, stop
Nah.
killing us,
Yeah.
stop hijacking our planes, treat us with respect? Or Bush say, oh, it's game time? They went over there in Afghanistan, and those people are still pulling sand out their butt because America went over there and rocked the foundation of that place. So when you look at Pearl Harbor, did Japan say, give us some respect as Japanese? We respect us, JLM, Japanese Lives Matter? Or did they bomb Pearl Harbor? They bombed Pearl Harbor. And in return, America did something that have not been seen up until that point. And they dropped, Big Baby?
Atomic,
and, what was those bombs called? Big Baby and Fat Boy or whatever. Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So when you look around the world, every other nation on earth, when you kill their people unjustly, they don't march and they don't protest. They get active, they get busy. So why, when my people was brought here in slavery in the 1600s, and we've been getting killed unjustly since we brought over here, why do we sing and dance and march and say we shall overcome? A change is gonna come. When the people that enslave us don't even do that, where do we get that from? Who taught us that? Who taught us to protest and says we shall overcome if every other nation on the face of the earth get active? Every other nation on the face of the earth get active when you kill their people. I have yet to see a Chinese man, when you kill his people, he come out and sing a Chinese hymn. I have yet to see that. He gonna get busy.
Just like Vietnamese.
Just like Vietnam. So where do my people
Kamikaze.
get that from? Where do we get that from?
Japanese.
The Arab man, he gonna say Allah Akbar, and he gonna walk into a place, and then he gonna blow that place up. Because in my mind, you killed my people. It's wrong. I'm willing to die for justice. My people, we go sing, we gonna march and hold hands. They gonna sick dogs on us. They gonna spray us down with water hoses. and we're gonna get back up the next day and go to work. No other nation does that. Every other nation on the face of the earth is willing to die for their people. So psychologically, we've been trained to think that way. It's like a puppy in a chain. If you train a dog so well, you can take that chain off and he's not gonna walk or move until you do. That's what happened to us. We don't have chains on us no more. Or we're fighting to leave America. If I go to tell some of my people, yo, let's go, let's leave here, they're gonna be like, man, you crazy. I got a job paying me $25 an hour. I just moved out to Chesterfield. Man, I just got a brand new Mercedes. Why would I leave this place? So essentially, we're showing our people that the mindset that you have on you is not your own mind. It's not your own thoughts. You've been trained to think a certain way. Because every other nation on the face of the earth, when certain things happen to them, they move differently. And that's not hate, that's true. I expect when somebody to kill your people, I expect for America to be like, hey, let's go handle that. Because that's what you should, that's what you should do. Even during the time of Hitler. A lot of people don't like Hitler. I love Hitler. I'll tell you why? Because he cared for his people. When it was wartime, he understood, hey, you're not gonna let my people go? Because even it was in Germany, it was a war where the Germans was, I forgot what part of the landmass they was in, but they was being oppressed by a certain group of people. And Hitler tried to have conversations with them and try to do it a peaceful way, but they wouldn't do it. So Hitler was like, okay, send in Blitzkrieg. You know what Blitzkrieg is? They got the tanks. Yeah, Poland. And they went over there and they blew that place up. I can't get mad at that because why? If somebody, are you married? You married? You got anybody you care about? If they hold them hostage, if you say, hey man, let my wife go, let my people go. They don't want to let them go. They have pushed you into a corner to say, okay, let me grab my people and let's go get my people. And you don't want to let them go, I'm gonna go take them. There's nothing wrong with that. But my people, if somebody take my wife hostage, why would I start saying let my wife go and just march and sing? Nah, we finna get in that building behind. We finna find a way to. Either I'm gonna save her or I'm gonna die trying. But my people don't have that mindset because an alternative mindset has been placed on them. You've been taught to peaceful protest. You've been taught that. I respect the man at least if he hit your pockets. I'm gonna start spending money with you. I respect that because at least then you might listen. Yeah, but if I'm singing "We Shall Overcome," then 5 minutes later I come in your store and buy something, you're not losing anything. You're like, man, let them sing. They're gonna come and spend their money here in a minute.
It's gonna make them hungry and tired.
Right, let them come in here and buy the stuff up. So essentially, in a nutshell, what we're teaching our people is you have a lineage. God has said that you are the sons of God, and you are the Jews are the sons of God this Bible speaks of. And you should come back to your heritage because it's yours. And regardless if anybody else believes that, we don't care. We're gonna scream that until the sky cracks, wherever day that might be. Because when you look through history, you can't name one empire that lasted forever. So it will be crazy for me to think that America's gonna go on forever. As great as America is, as powerful as it is, no empire has lasted forever. You have empires that have technology above what we have today. They didn't last. You have empires that learn how to cut granite. America can't do that. They struggling to do that. And you mean to tell me if an empire found out how to cut granite and they cease to exist, nobody else don't have a chance.
Richard doesn't have a light on his bicycle.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we're having a dialogue. We ain't trying to hold you hostage.
I'm gonna move on. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Jimmy. I'm not, man.
So do you know who your people are? Your ancestors are? Because you're not white. This is white, right? And this is brown, right? So what is your actual identities?
I mean, I consider myself American with European ancestors.
What was America before was it called America?
Turtle Island.
Huh?
Turtle Island.
Well, it was called Virginia, and then before that it was called Turtle Island. Yeah. So y'all created that. Y'all created America. It wasn't always called that. So what were you called before America? Because this, huh?
I don't know.
That is the $1 million question we answered. Because you guys are living a specific blessing of a people in that book, and we're living the specific curses of a people in that book. Y'all living your blessings to the T. War, living in the greatest places on the planet. I would want to know who those people are called. Because white, I mean, y'all intelligent men. Y'all know y'all skin ain't white. I mean, in contrast to us, you might say it's white, but your flesh is not white. The darkest person out here right now, skin ain't this. So then, who are you? What does God call you?
Well, thank you guys.
All right. Your name is-
Have a good night.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just brother, man. Brother, man. All right, man.
Rich, all right, I'll take it easy, man. Oh, nah. Good. All right, take it easy, man.